this is Melissa Fuller with Shape of the City. A 2019 survey in Lancaster County showed that 27.5% of youth in this area used an e-cigarette in the last 30 days. That is up from 24% in 2015. Vaping is a serious issue, not only in Lancaster County, but nationally. To talk more about what's going on with vaping in our community, we are here with Rebecca Willoughby from Lancaster County, Lincoln-Lancaster County Health Department, Abby Edgecombe from SCIP, and we are with Brent Tolson from Lincoln Public Schools. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello. All right, let's start talking with you. So why is this trend so troubling?
So for the last 20 years or so, we've been working in tobacco control, and in 2001, we had our highest smoking rates in Lancaster County at almost 30%, and over the last 18 years, we've had that drop down to 4.5%, and now with the rise in vaping since 2015, we're seeing a reversal of those gains, and we're now nearly as high with the e-cigarette use rate as we were with smoking nearly 20 years ago.
So this is affecting youth especially, right? So
Yes.
Talk about the risk for youth.
The main risk we see for youth right now is to brain development. It's been well documented over time that nicotine harms adolescent brain development. It can interrupt learning, cause mood disorders, anxiety, and other problems, especially in schools. And we find that to be one of the biggest issues, along with the current outbreak in pulmonary illness sweeping the country.
And let's just define, when you talk about adolescent, what are you talking about when you're saying adolescent?
For us, we say middle and high schoolers, so 18 and younger, about 13 to 18.
Perfect. Okay. And how are we addressing this currently in our community?
So the health department has what's called the Tobacco-Free Lancaster County Coalition, and as part of that coalition, we have a youth task force, and that group has formed over 20 partnerships across our county with various entities, including LPS and SCIP, who are here with me today, to help educate our youth and families.
All right. Hi, Abby.
Hi.
All right. Tell us just really quick, what is SCIP? Sure. And what are some of the events that you guys are doing to raise awareness in the community as well?
Okay, so SCIP stands for School Community Intervention and Prevention. So our role is to work with schools, parents, families, and community members to really raise awareness of behavioral health issues that impact our youth. One of those is substance use. And so vaping has been a big issue that has really climbed to the top of our radar in all of our schools that we work in. So this is definitely an issue that we're seeing all across the board. So within Lincoln-Lancaster County, we work with about 60 schools, and within all of our middle schools and high schools, this is a topic of conversation. Anytime there is a particular topic of interest or something that we're seeing more of a trend in, we really try to be proactive with that to get the message out to parents and our educators on how we can better support our students so that they can make healthier choices. So one of those efforts includes our community awareness events that we partner with Lincoln Public Schools, Region 5, and Bryan Health to put on a series of events to bring education to families. And so we are hosting an event on October 24th from 6:30 to 8 at Lincoln Southeast High School. That'll be in the Commons area, and we will have the Lancaster Health Department and Deputy Jeremy Shores available to give a presentation on not just vaping, but vaping and marijuana use as well.
Wow. Okay, and what would you say are the ultimate goals of these community events?
Really, it's to help engage parents in conversation, to raise awareness to students on perhaps the dangers and the effects that those products have on their health and well-being, to help provide education to educators so they know how to better support students as well. But the overall goal, I would say, is really awareness.
And what are some of the other things that you're doing as well?
So SCIP has a pretty solid presence in all of our schools in terms of providing prevention work as well. So that entails education, providing newsletters on topics of vaping and other issues related to e-cigarettes for parents and for our schools, and then going into the classrooms as well and educating students on the risks.
Perfect. All right, Brent?
Yes.
So you are right in the front line. You are the principal here at Lincoln Southeast.
Yes, that's correct.
Can you talk a little bit about what you're seeing?
Well, you know, Rebecca referred to the survey, and she gave some kind of compelling statistics. We're seeing it here at Southeast, and I know my colleagues in the other high schools and middle schools for sure have talked about the increase in the possession of e-cigs and the use of e-cigs. What makes it really concerning to us is it seems like we have more kids that are willing to try this device or whatever you want to call it because it's easy to conceal. both in terms of the way they're designed and they're marketed to kids. They know that maybe they can get away with it and they're not going to get caught necessarily. And so they're a little bit more bold in taking risks as far as bringing those devices into our buildings. So whereas in the past we may have seen some kids standing on the corner smoking, we're seeing more and more actual usage and possession in our buildings.
So Health Education Week is coming up in October. Can you talk about what are you guys doing for Health Education Week this year?
Absolutely. We're really looking forward to having a week around awareness. The focus is going to be on prevention, but also sending a strong message to maybe students that have started using these things that it's not too late to stop. Because the awareness piece will, I hope, highlight some of those risks that are being more and more discussed. And maybe some of these kids, since some of these things are more recent, haven't really been aware of some of the things that Rebecca talked about earlier. We also want to send messages through daily announcements. We're planning on doing some stuff in our newsletters. We're hoping that we can infuse some lessons into existing curriculum, and there may be some opportunities for us to do some school-wide mini lessons around vaping.
What would you say is parents should know from the school's perspective? What should they be understanding?
Well, we want parents to know that we want to be partners with them, that we understand that parenting's hard, and that there may be some resources and other information that we have. And so if parents aren't sure who to turn to, they can always come to us as principals or contact the district office and just ask for some help, and then we'll make sure that we can give them the help that they need.
Is there anything else you guys want to add to our viewers? Let them know what, in terms of support that may be out there, any other information about really knowing the importance of this. I know they've referred to it as an epidemic, especially for youth right now. What should people know?
At the health department, we just want people to be aware of the risk, understand what's happening, and work together to help protect the kids in our community. So we have the Tobacco-Free Lancaster County website that people can get some information directly, or they can always call the health department as well and speak to us.
I would just add that Skip as well has a website where we really work together with the health department to make sure we're getting the most up-to-date information out there and resources for parents. So we have some great fact sheets on there, how to talk to your kids about e-cigarettes and some other reports that they can tap into if they just want to increase their own knowledge before they have those discussions with their kids.
And if they have questions for the school, what should they do?
You know, I would say reach out to your building principal. You can always call student services at the district office, and they can help direct parents to the appropriate agencies or resources within the building.
So since 2008, when the Surgeon General declared the youth vaping epidemic, we really have stepped up our partnerships in the community, and we want people to know that we're available. And if you're interested in doing more, contact the health department, and we'll be happy to talk to you.
Well, thank you guys. Everything you're doing is important, and it's appreciated here in the community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Today I'm reviewing Pebbles Donuts. Let's get into it. Guys, that is some good stuff right there. It's like donuts and cereal. No burn or anything. This is so good. High Nick, I heard, a lot of nicotine in here.
It's everybody's responsibility to be fire safe. Improper cigarette disposal is one of the leading causes of fires in homes.
As someone who's been a victim of a cigarette-related fire, I ask you to put out your cigarette safely.
One flick can ruin many lives.
Please, put out your cigarette safely.
Learn how to stop the fire before it starts. Visit tobaccofreelancastercounty.org for information about safe cigarette disposal.
I had unprotected sex. What now?
It burns when I pee.
I have a rash on my hands.
Could it be an STD?
I have sores that don't hurt.
I take a birth control pill. Can I still get an STD?
How do I tell my partner?
Should I be tested for STDs?
Where can I get help?
Questions you have, answers you need. We can help. The Lincoln-Lancaster County Health Department. Come on in.
Hello, this is Melissa Fuller with Shape of the City. There are more than 20 million new cases of STDs in America every year. Half of those occur between the ages of 15 to 24. All of those are preventable. Most of them are treatable, and some of them have long-term consequences. Here to talk more about sexually transmitted diseases in the Nebraska area, especially Lancaster County, I am with Barb Martinez with the Lincoln-Lancaster County Health Department. Hi, Barb.
Hi, it's nice to be here.
Wonderful. So Barb, can you tell us what are some of the most common sexually transmitted diseases here in the Lancaster County area?
Well, actually, gonorrhea and chlamydia are really high, and actually from 2017, 2018, we were higher than the national average for having gonorrhea and chlamydia in Lancaster County. Also, syphilis is another STD that really is starting to be seen in a lot more people. So there are things out there we really need to be careful for.
Can you tell us a little bit about those conditions in terms of what are the differences for people who may not know a little bit about that?
Well, gonorrhea and chlamydia they're all sexually transmitted. Gonorrhea and chlamydia are bacterial. They are treated with antibiotics. You usually get some discharge, possibly some discharge, but syphilis is different, that you don't get any discharge usually. It's more ulcers and then a rash and moving on into the third stage. So there are things out there that can cause severe problems.
What would you tell our viewers about the importance of being tested, or maybe they have a loved one that they feel should be tested?
It's very important to be tested. The myth is that I would have symptoms if I had an STD or sexually transmitted disease. No, you don't have to have symptoms, or if you do, they can be really slight, come and go. You just ignore it. Maybe with the syphilis, you see a little sore, but then it's not painful, it goes away. So you just ignore it. So the thing is, if you're having sexual relations and not using condoms, having some risky sexual behaviors, then you really should be getting checked.
So what are the best ways, and some of this may seem like common sense, but what are the best ways to avoid sexually transmitted diseases if you are a sexually active person?
Well, first and most, know your partners. Your partner or partners. Use condoms. Use condoms for every site that you might have sexual contact at, meaning oral, vaginal, or rectal. You can use condoms for one site and not the other, and then you get the STD in that site where you didn't use a condom. So the most important thing is to know your partners, limit your partners, and use condoms.
What are the main factors you're hearing that are keeping people from getting tested?
I think part of it, especially in the younger group, is that it's not going to happen to me. I mean, I'm invincible, and that I'm okay. You know, I don't have any symptoms, so why should I get checked? Why do I come in? Sometimes it could be cost, but we work with them here at the health department with that. Sometimes they don't want to go to their doctor, their primary care doctor, don't want them to know, or come from little towns. But the idea is you need to be tested, need to get checked.
Can you tell me about some of the clinics that are available through the health department? I think you have at least 3 different clinics. Tell me a little bit about those and how are those each a little different?
Okay. Yes, we have STD clinics, what we call them, or sexual health clinics. Every Tuesday, 1 to 3, walk-in basis. Every Thursday, 5 to 7, walk-in basis. And then we just started by appointment on Wednesday mornings for STDs. Now that is a comprehensive exam. They come in, they get the blood, they do the urine, and then we do a visual exam. The provider does visual exams, and it's a comprehensive testing. We can even treat for warts if we need to. We do not do pap smears, but for the women it is a pelvic exam. And then through what we call our express clinic, anyone can come in Monday through Friday, come in, have a urine sample, give us a urine sample, and we will send that off for gonorrhea and chlamydia. The one not bad, but the one downfall for just coming in through the express clinic is that the other sites, like maybe the oral or the rectal sites, are not tested for gonorrhea and chlamydia. It would be only through the urine that we're testing for that through the express clinic.
What would you tell a viewer that might be a little more nervous about coming in or concerned about their privacy?
Okay. Well, you know, we have the HIPAA laws for privacy. We all are sworn to those. We keep those in high confidence. We only call you by your first name. No records are sent anywhere unless you sign a release, or they sign a release saying that they'd like their records sent to the doctor, or if they want a copy of their records, we even have them sign a release for that. So we respect that confidentiality and keep it quiet.
Where should our viewers go to get both more information on some of the clinics and what you guys offer, but also do you have a place that you recommend people to go to have information on sexually transmitted disease, a reliable
place? Also, one more thing before I finish is that we also do herpes testing. That is through our clinics, but you do need to pay for that one, whereas the others, we will work with you a little bit on payment if there's an issue with payment. But with the herpes, we can draw that for like $50. As far as where to go, you could go to www.lincoln.ne.gov/health. That takes you to the front page for the health department, and under community health services it gives the little bulletins. You can go to the sexual health and you'll find all that information there.
Are there places that you recommend, you know, CDC or other ones that have reliable information for people to go to?
Yes, CDC is always a good one. CDC just do CDC sexual health and you'll get all kinds of information that needs to be,
Are there any other last words you would like to give to our viewers on the importance of getting out and utilizing some of the services you guys are offering?
Also, one thing is, if you want to talk to a person, we have nurses online Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. You can give them a call. It's 402-441-8065. But use the services here in the community with the STDs, the gonorrhea and chlamydia above national rates. We do have an issue here. It's really important to come in and get tested. Sexual health is a part of your health, just as physical and mental health is. So it's important that you do come in, get tested. We are here. We are here to help. We are available. So please come on in.
It's so great that the parks are tobacco-free zones.
I know it's so much cleaner and healthier for the kids.
Yeah, I agree.
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you mind not smoking so close to the park? It's a tobacco-free playground. Thank you.
Play cleaner.
Play healthier. Play tobacco-free. Juega libre de tabaco. Play tobacco-free.
What if you could add 5 years to your child's life and make your whole family healthier with simple changes? Partnership for Healthy Lincoln wants to help you and your family live longer, healthier lives. It's easier than you think. Take the dog for a walk, play more and text a little less. Swap out a soda for water once a day. Keep fruits and veggies handy for snacking. For more ideas, visit healthylincoln.org.
We are current second-year physician assistant students at Union College. I'm Melissa.
I'm Ashley. And I'm Brooklyn.
We are currently the directors of philanthropy for our John Curb Society. What is John Curb Society? John Curb Society is a student-run organization that seeks to provide its students with the opportunity to help others in Lincoln. So as the directors of philanthropy, we are having our annual 5K run called Dash for Compassion.
This year, Dash for Compassion is a fun run/walk here at Holmes Lake on October 27th at 10 a.m. Registration will be from 9:30 to 10 a.m. Blood pressure checks will be available for the community from 9 to 10 a.m. so you can come before registration, or you can come and get your blood pressure checked while you wait for the race to start. They will be done by our first year PA students. A costume contest will be held for adults and children, so please wear your costume and join us. There will also be other family friendly events that will be happening before and after. For more information and for registration, please go to our website, www.ucollege.edu/-for-compassion 2019.
Dash for Compassion was created in 2013 by a Union College PA alumna. She got the idea when she visited a physician assistant conference in Washington, D.C. This event is just one of the many ways that Union College PA students demonstrate the responsible servanthood set forth by Christ. Every year we choose a beneficiary for this event, and this year we have chosen Partnership for a Healthy Lincoln. This is a local nonprofit that strives to increase healthcare awareness and availability within Lincoln. As future healthcare providers, we feel it is our responsibility to support local organizations that align with our mission in the community that we will eventually serve.
Mark your calendars for October 27th here at Holmes Lake. And once again, you can register online at www.ucollege.edu/-for-compassion 2019. Hope to see you there.
Shape of the City is dedicated to keeping Lincoln informed of health and wellness programs and events. Visit our calendar at lincoln.ne.gov, keyword Wellness Calendar. If you'd like to see your program or event covered, email us at LNKTV Health at lincoln.ne.gov.